In a world constantly buzzing with social interactions and the pressure to belong, we often forget the power and tranquility that comes from self-sufficiency and independence. The Stoic philosophy offers us profound insights into how we can cultivate these qualities and find inner peace, regardless of our social circumstances. Self-sufficiency, according to the Stoics, is the ability to find contentment within oneself. It's about recognizing that true happiness does not come from external sources, but from within. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, reminds us that very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. To achieve self-sufficiency, the Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control. Our thoughts, actions, and reactions are within our power. By directing our energy towards these, we free ourselves from the anxiety of trying to control external circumstances or seeking validation from others. One practical way to develop self-sufficiency is through regular self-reflection. Take time each day to reflect on your thoughts and actions. Are they aligned with your values? Are you acting with virtue and integrity? By continuously aligning ourselves with our core values, we strengthen our inner foundation. Another important aspect is embracing solitude. Solitude is not loneliness, it is a state of being with oneself. Seneca, another Stoic sage, said, "It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable in solitude. We can cultivate this unconquerable mind by engaging in activities that enrich our soul, reading, writing, meditating, or simply being present in the moment." Building self-sufficiency also means recognizing and appreciating our own strengths and capabilities. We must learn to trust ourselves, make decisions independently, and take responsibility for our lives. This autonomy is empowering and liberating. The Stoics also teach us to find contentment in simplicity. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. By reducing our desires and appreciating what we have, we can find a deep sense of satisfaction and independence." Lastly, we must cultivate a mindset of resilience. Life will inevitably present challenges, but with a Stoic attitude, we can face them with courage and composure. The strength to endure and thrive comes from within, from our ability to remain steadfast and self-reliant in the face of adversity. By embracing self-sufficiency and independence, we align ourselves with the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues guide us towards a life of inner peace and fulfillment, regardless of our social circumstances. Remember, self-sufficiency is not about isolation, it's about finding strength and happiness within yourself. As you walk this path, let the wisdom of the Stoics light your way. Here is the number one point, is mindfulness practices. Loneliness. It's a feeling we all encounter at some point in our lives. But what if I told you that, according to Stoicism, loneliness is not something to fear but something to understand and embrace? Today, we'll explore how Stoicism helps us understand and cope with loneliness, transforming it into a period of growth and self-discovery. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, reminds us in his meditations that we should focus on what we can control. When we feel lonely, we often think it's because we lack friends or social connections. But Stoicism teaches us that the true cause of our distress is not the absence of others, but our perception of that absence. Loneliness and solitude are not the same. Loneliness is a feeling of being unwanted or isolated, while solitude is the state of being alone without feeling lonely. Solitude can be a powerful tool for self-reflection and personal growth. The Stoics valued solitude as a time to turn inward, reflect on one's thoughts, and cultivate inner peace. When we find ourselves alone, it's an opportunity to practice self-sufficiency and independence. Stoicism teaches us that our happiness should not depend on external factors, such as the presence of others, but on our own inner resources. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, taught that we should focus on what is within our control. We can't always control whether we have friends around us, but we can control how we respond to solitude. By embracing this perspective, we can transform feelings of loneliness into opportunities for self-improvement and resilience. Nature can be a great companion during times of solitude. The Stoics believed in finding harmony with nature, and spending time outdoors can help us feel connected to the world around us, alleviating feelings of isolation. Engaging in activities that bring joy and fulfillment is another way to cope with loneliness. Whether it's reading, painting, or exercising, these activities allow us to find pleasure and meaning from within. rather than relying on others for our happiness. Philosophical companionship is also a powerful remedy for loneliness. Reading the works of great thinkers and immersing ourselves in their wisdom can provide us with a sense of connection and understanding, even when we are physically alone. In understanding loneliness through the lens of Stoicism, we learn that being alone is not something to fear. It's an opportunity to cultivate inner strength, develop self-sufficiency, and find peace within ourselves. By shifting our perspective, we can transform loneliness into a period of profound personal growth and self-discovery. Remember, true contentment comes from within. Embrace solitude and let it be a journey towards a more resilient and fulfilled you. Here is the number 2 point, is mindfulness practices. Today, we're diving into the concept of finding inner peace through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. In a world filled with constant noise and chaos, inner peace might seem elusive, especially when we find ourselves without friends. But what if this solitude could be transformed into a source of profound tranquility and strength? The Stoics believed that true peace comes from within. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This means that our state of mind is the key to our sense of peace. So, how can we cultivate this inner peace? Let's explore some key Stoic principles that can guide us. First, self-sufficiency and independence. The Stoics teach us to rely on ourselves for our happiness and contentment. Instead of seeking validation from external sources, we learn to find it within ourselves. This doesn't mean we should shun social interactions, but rather that our sense of worth should not be dependent on others. Next, let's talk about the difference between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness can be painful, but solitude is a powerful tool for self-reflection and growth. Seneca, another great Stoic thinker, advised us to retire into yourself as much as you can. Use this time alone to understand your thoughts, emotions, and desires. Reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. By examining our thoughts and actions, we can align them with our values and goals. Journaling is a practical way to do this. Take a few moments each day to write down your thoughts, your successes, and areas for improvement. Over time, you'll notice a shift in your mindset. Now, let's consider the importance of maintaining perspective. The Stoics believed in viewing situations from a rational standpoint. Epictetus taught that people are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them. When you find yourself troubled, ask, "Is this within my control?" If not, let it go. Focus on what you can control: your reactions, your thoughts, your actions. Another essential aspect is cultivating virtue. The Stoics emphasized living a life of virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By focusing on these virtues, we can create a solid foundation for inner peace. When faced with challenges, act with integrity and honor, and you'll find peace in knowing you've done your best. Finally, let's talk about the power of connecting with nature. The Stoics often found peace in the natural world. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Spend time outdoors. Observe the beauty and simplicity of nature, and let it remind you of the bigger picture." In conclusion, finding inner peace through Stoicism involves embracing self-sufficiency, using solitude for reflection, maintaining a rational perspective, cultivating virtue, and connecting with nature. These practices help us transform solitude into a source of strength and serenity. Remember, inner peace is a journey, not a destination. By incorporating these Stoic principles into your life, you'll discover a deep and enduring sense of tranquility, regardless of external circumstances. Here is the number 3 point, is mindfulness practices, exploration of Stoicism, and the profound wisdom it offers in embracing solitude. In a world that often equates social connections with happiness, the Stoic philosophy presents a refreshing perspective on the value and virtue of being alone. Solitude is not loneliness. It is a state of being alone without feeling lonely. The Stoics teach us that solitude can be a powerful tool for personal growth, reflection, and inner peace. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, often emphasized the importance of withdrawing into oneself to find tranquility. "Oh, here can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul," wrote Marcus Aurelius. This retreat into the self is where true peace resides. When we embrace solitude, we allow ourselves the space to reflect deeply on our lives, our values, and our purpose. Reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. In solitude, we can engage in honest self-examination. We can ask ourselves important questions. Are we living in accordance with our values? Are we making decisions based on virtue and reason? Are we focusing on what we can control? Embracing solitude also means finding comfort in the present moment. The Stoics believe that being present is key to a fulfilled life. When alone, we can practice mindfulness, appreciating the beauty of the world around us and the simplicity of our existence. In solitude, we can cultivate emotional resilience. By spending time alone, we learn to face our thoughts and emotions head-on, without distraction. This builds our inner strength and prepares us to handle life's challenges with equanimity. Solitude provides an opportunity for self-improvement. The time we spend alone can be used to learn new skills, read enriching books, or engage in hobbies that bring us joy. This not only enhances our personal growth, but also reinforces our sense of self-sufficiency. The Stoics also teach us to connect with nature. Nature offers companionship in its purest form. Walking in a forest, sitting by the ocean, or simply gazing at the stars can provide profound peace and a sense of belonging. Lastly, we find companionship in philosophy itself. The writings of Stoic sages like Seneca, Titus, and Marcus Aurelius offer timeless wisdom and guidance. By engaging with these texts, we become part of a rich intellectual and spiritual tradition. Embracing solitude is not about rejecting society, but about finding balance. It's about discovering the strength and peace within ourselves. As the Stoics remind us, the most important relationship we have is with our own soul. By embracing solitude, we embark on a journey of self-discovery, inner peace, and true contentment. Here is the number 4 point: is mindfulness practices, where we explore the profound teachings that help us develop emotional resilience, especially in times when we find ourselves without friends. In a world that often equates social connections with happiness, not having friends can feel like a daunting challenge. But Stoicism offers us a different perspective, one that can transform solitude into a powerful source of inner strength. First, let's understand the essence of emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is our ability to adapt to stressful situations and crises. It's about bouncing back from adversity, and Stoicism provides timeless wisdom to cultivate this resilience. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. This principle teaches us to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. When it comes to friendships, we must realize that we cannot control other people's actions or affections. We can only control our own responses and attitudes. By focusing on what is within our power, we free ourselves from the unnecessary emotional turmoil that comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. Next, let's talk about self-reflection. The Stoics believed in the power of introspection. Use this time of solitude to look inward. Reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Journaling can be a powerful tool here. Write down your experiences, your fears, and your triumphs. This practice not only helps you understand yourself better, but also builds emotional resilience by allowing you to process your emotions constructively. Embrace solitude as an opportunity for personal growth. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, often wrote about the importance of spending time alone to cultivate inner peace and wisdom. Solitude is not loneliness. It's a chance to reconnect with your true self, away from external distractions. Use this time to develop your skills, pursue your passions, and align your actions with your values. Physical resilience complements emotional resilience. Engage in regular physical activities like exercise, yoga, or martial arts. The Stoics placed great importance on the health of the body as it directly impacts the health of the mind. Physical activities help release stress, improve mood, and build a disciplined mind, all of which are crucial for emotional resilience. Seek intellectual companionship. The Stoics often turn to the wisdom of others through reading and learning. In the absence of friends, books can become your best companions. Read the works of great philosophers, immerse yourself in stories of resilience, and let the wisdom of the ages guide you. Intellectual growth not only enriches your mind but also provides a sense of connection to something greater. Practice mindfulness and meditation. These practices help you stay present and grounded. They train your mind to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity. The Stoics were advocates of maintaining a rational perspective, and meditation is a practical tool to achieve this. Spend a few minutes each day in mindful silence, observing your thoughts without judgment. Finally, Focus on cultivating your virtues. The Stoics believe that true happiness comes from living a virtuous life. Use your time alone to develop qualities like courage, wisdom, temperance, and justice. Set personal goals and work towards them diligently. Achieving these goals will not only give you a sense of accomplishment but also reinforce your emotional resilience. In conclusion, not having friends doesn't mean you are alone. You have the power to transform this solitude into a journey of self-discovery and growth. By embracing Stoic principles, you can build emotional resilience that will serve you well throughout your life. Remember, true strength comes from within, and your journey is uniquely yours to shape. Here is the number 5 point is mindfulness practices, where we explore the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy to enhance our modern lives. Today we dive deep into a crucial topic: building self-worth. In a world where social connections often define our sense of value, it's vital to cultivate self-worth from within. Let's explore how Stoicism can guide us on this journey. Self-worth is the intrinsic value we place on ourselves, independent of external validation or approval. It's about recognizing our inherent dignity and embracing our unique qualities. But how do we build this solid foundation of self-worth, especially when we find ourselves without friends or social support? Stoic philosophy offers profound insights into building self-worth. The Stoics believe that true worth comes from within, from our character and virtues, rather than from external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Let's explore some key Stoic principles to build self-worth. First, embrace your inner values. Identify what truly matters to you: honesty, kindness, courage, integrity. These are the pillars of your self-worth. Reflect on these values regularly and strive to live by them. When your actions align with your values, you reinforce your sense of worth. Second, focus on what you can control. According to Epictetus, we cannot control others' opinions or actions, but we can control our own responses and choices. By shifting our focus to our actions and attitudes, we empower ourselves and detach our self-worth from external judgments. Third, practice self-compassion. Be kind and patient with yourself, especially during difficult times. The Stoics believed in accepting our humanity and imperfections. Acknowledge your efforts and progress, no matter how small, and treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a friend. Fourth, engage in self-reflection. Set aside time each day to reflect on your thoughts, actions, and emotions. Journaling can be a powerful tool for this practice. By understanding your inner world, you gain clarity and strengthen your self-worth, grounded in self-awareness and personal growth. Fifth, seek wisdom and growth. The Stoics valued lifelong learning and self-improvement. Read philosophical texts, seek out new knowledge, and challenge yourself. This pursuit of wisdom not only enriches your mind but also reinforces your sense of worth as a continuous learner and seeker of truth. Sixth, embrace solitude and independence. Learn to find comfort and contentment in your own company. Solitude offers a unique opportunity for introspection and self-discovery. By becoming your own best companion, you build a resilient and unshakable sense of self-worth. Building self-worth is a lifelong journey, guided by the wisdom of Stoicism. By embracing your inner values, focusing on what you can control, practicing self-compassion, engaging in self-reflection, seeking wisdom, and embracing solitude, you cultivate a deep and enduring sense of worth. Remember, your true value lies within you, untouched by external circumstances. Here is the number 6 point is mindfulness practices. Today we explore a fundamental yet often overlooked aspect of personal growth: the power of reflection. In our fast-paced world, solitude is often mistaken for loneliness. However, the Stoics, the great philosophers of ancient Greece and Rome, taught us that solitude is a powerful tool for reflection and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most prominent Stoic philosophers, emphasized the importance of self-reflection in his meditations. He believed that by taking the time to reflect, we can gain clarity, understand our emotions, and align our actions with our true values. Journaling is a powerful method of reflection. It allows us to articulate our thoughts, confront our fears, and track our progress. By writing down our daily experiences, we create a dialogue with ourselves, fostering a deeper understanding of our inner world. Reviewing past entries helps us recognize patterns in our behavior and thoughts. It sheds light on recurring challenges and victories, enabling us to learn from our experiences and grow stronger with each passing day. Meditation, another Stoic practice, is essential for reflection. It offers a quiet space to observe our thoughts without judgment, helping us distinguish between what is within our control and what is not. This clarity is the foundation of inner peace. Nature itself is a profound source of reflection. By immersing ourselves in the natural world, we gain perspective on our place in the universe. The Stoics believe that understanding our connection to nature helps us accept life's impermanence and embrace the present moment. Engaging in meaningful conversations with others can also enhance our reflective practice. Sharing our thoughts and listening to different perspectives broadens our understanding and challenges us to think more deeply. Gratitude is a key element of Stoic reflection. By focusing on what we are grateful for, we shift our mindset from scarcity to abundance. This practice cultivates contentment and helps us appreciate the beauty of our journey, regardless of external circumstances. Through reflection, we build resilience, wisdom, and inner strength. We learn to navigate life's challenges with grace, grounded in our true selves. The power of reflection is not just in understanding our past, but in shaping our future with intention and clarity. Embrace the power of reflection. Take time to be with yourself, to understand yourself, and to grow. As the Stoics have shown us, true wisdom and peace come from within. Here is the number 7 point, is mindfulness practices. Exploration of Stoic philosophy, where today we delve into the art of maintaining perspective, especially when we find ourselves without friends. This topic is particularly poignant as we navigate the complexities of social dynamics and personal growth. Part 1, Introduction to Perspective in Life. Perspective is everything. It's the lens through which we view our experiences, our relationships, and ourselves. Stoic philosophy, founded by thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, provides profound insights into how we can maintain a balanced and rational perspective, even in the face of solitude. Part 2. Understanding the dichotomy of control. One of the fundamental principles of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. This concept teaches us to differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot. Focus on what you can control: your actions, your thoughts, and your responses to external events. Understand that you cannot control others' actions, opinions, or the presence of friends in your life. Part 3, The nature of relationships. Relationships, as valuable as they are, fall into the category of things we cannot fully control. People come and go, and friendships can wane for reasons beyond our control. Stoicism encourages us to accept this reality with equanimity. Marcus Aurelius reminds us in his Meditations, accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together. But do so with all your heart. Yet understand that this love and acceptance must be free from attachment to the permanence of these relationships. Part 4, Finding fulfillment within. When we are without friends, it is an opportunity to turn inward and find fulfillment within ourselves. Stoicism teaches us that our happiness and contentment should not be dependent on external circumstances or the presence of others. Seneca wisely notes, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Embrace the present moment and find joy in your own company. Part 5. Embracing solitude. Solitude is not something to fear but to embrace. It offers a unique opportunity for self-reflection and growth. Use this time to cultivate virtues and strengthen your character. Epictetus advises, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Use your solitude to simplify your desires and focus on what truly matters. Part 6, Cultivating a rational perspective. Maintaining a rational perspective is key to navigating life's challenges. When faced with the absence of friends, remind yourself of the temporary nature of all things and the importance of inner strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Strengthen your mind and maintain a balanced perspective on life." Part 7, Conclusion. In conclusion, the absence of friends is not a misfortune, but an opportunity, a chance to cultivate a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. Through the lens of Stoicism, we learn to maintain perspective, embrace solitude, and find true fulfillment within. Remember, As the Stoics teach us, the quality of our life depends on the quality of our thoughts. Maintain a rational perspective, and you will navigate the ebbs and flows of life with grace and resilience. Thank you for joining us on this journey into Stoic philosophy. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into living a fulfilling and virtuous life.